What is up, YouTube? So today I'm doing legs, but I want to have a little bit of a different type of video today. Today's video is going to be a little more educational. I'm going to talk to you guys about reps in reserve. I'm going to talk to you guys about intensity of training and also just keeping your form well while you're trying to do that. So the whole point is you want to be going as absolutely balls to the wall as you can when you're training. But you also want to have good form. Once your form breaks, you don't want to continue going because that's how you're going to get injured. But how do you find the sweet spot between injuring yourself and getting that last rep that's going to get you the most amount of muscle growth? So today when I'm hitting legs, I'm going to show you guys how I go through it on my squat, how I go through it on my RDL, and everything like that so that you guys can get the most out of your training. Personally, for me, I do 2 sets till absolute failure, and I do about 6 sets total for each muscle group. So that means 2 sets squat, 2 sets on, say, split squats, and then 2 sets on the leg extensions. So 6 total sets on legs, but you're going to absolute failure, so your legs are getting tons of work and not too much volume to the point where you can't recover and you're just wasting your time. So I'm going to head downstairs, get my pre-gym meal, get my pre-in, get ready for the gym, and I'll catch you guys once I get over there and start squatting. All right, so I want to talk to you guys real quick about the proper warm-up. So for me, I come over here, a couple reps at the bar, about 12 reps with 135. Then I grab 225, do about 8 reps, and really warm up my knees, warm up my core and my back and everything, so that once you get into the real weight, you're not going to hurt yourself. So I'm going to go to 315 after that, probably do that for 3, and work up to my top set where I'm going to hit that for about 8 to 10 reps. So let me hop into it, and I'll show you guys once I get to my top set, my working weight. Okay, so I was feeling pretty strong today on my warm-ups. So I'm doing, what is this? 385, and I'm going to try to do this for 2 sets of 8 to 10. My first set, I'm probably going to have 1 rep in reserve. My last set, I will go till absolute failure. So I'm going to do this, throw you guys on the tripod, and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so this is Patrick voiceover. I'm going to throw this into 2 times speed just so that you guys don't have to sit and watch all the reps. But my last rep, I'm going to put it back in normal and show you guys exactly how hard I'm pushing. All right, so this is my 9th rep, and I did not know if I could get this. But you can see as I'm pushing as hard as I can, I get it up and I crack it. If I went down for 1 more here, I probably have to throw it off my back and fail. So this is what a 1 rep in reserve would look like compared to actually failing on squat. All right, so doing that set, my last rep, I had contemplating thoughts of just racking it after 8, but pushed through, got that 9th one. And that's really the difference between growing and staying the same. That last rep pushes my body so much more to the point where I have to grow now. It's forcing myself to grow. So I'm going to go into the next set, hopefully get around the same 8 to 9 reps, but this time I'm going to go to absolute failure. So instead of racking that 9th rep, I would have gone down again and then probably throw it off my back or possibly get another rep if I just find it inside myself. So next set, hopefully we'll do it better. All right, so going into this rep here, as I got to the bottom, pushing through as hard as I possibly could, I knew it came up slow. So I knew that my next rep would either be absolute failure, I'm gonna fail it, drop it off my back, and that's what I was contemplating when I was just standing here. But regardless, I went down to get the extra little bit of growth, and then look at that, perfect little drop off. It's very important that you either learn how to drop it off or you put those safety bars a little higher so that you can just drop a little lower and not injure yourself. I personally prefer dropping it compared to putting the racks up, just because for me it feels safer when I have the racks up. I feel like I have to drop it forward, and I'm always just scared that I'm gonna like break my neck or something. All right, so as you guys saw, that one was an absolute failure, and damn does it hurt my back when I do that, but the growth in that is definitely gonna happen. So now I'm gonna go into some RDLs. 315, I have a plate underneath my feet that's gonna help me get more of a stretch at the bottom. And I'm gonna do these till failure also. So this is a little bit easier to go to failure because it's on the ground, so you're just pulling, it's not on top of your back. So these I usually do 2 sets till absolute failure. All right, this is my last rep before complete failure. You can see how it goes up slow. My form starts to break where I have to use my knees a little bit to get it up. So that's when I know I have to drop it, because if I go for another one, I have the risk of injuring my back, and that's just the exact opposite of what you want to do. All right, so this last rep is a little bit different. My form doesn't break here. It was a good rep, and then this next one, I just knew I couldn't get it up. And if I did, I would have just rolled my back completely. So I did a little bit of a half rep, still got a little bit more on the hamstring, but not enough to the point where I would be injuring my back. All right, so I hope you guys saw the intensity that I brought when I was doing my RDLs. It's everything out of the tank, you give it your all. You don't save any energy for the next set, the next movement that you're doing. I gave it all on squats. Now I'm gonna do single leg split squats, and I'm gonna give it my all here. When I go over the quad extensions, that's gonna be like, I'm gonna be pre-fatigued, but I'm still gonna give everything that I possibly can in the tank and just put it all out while we're in the gym. So I'm gonna hit these. I'm not gonna film these ones. I don't think I take these ones to absolute failure necessarily, just because I'm scared of, you know, getting injured, have my knee pop or something like that, but I take them to about 1 rep in reserve. All right, so if I don't throw these in, 2 times speed, it's gonna take forever. But for these, I definitely still go like super hard. By the end of it, my legs are on fire. But this also isn't complete failure because, like I said, I'm just too scared of getting injured. I don't wanna have to rack it while I'm at the bottom. So this is that set. So hamstring curls and quad extensions are a little bit different because for me, I like to push myself back, still get that really good squeeze at the bottom, but then at the end, I would pull myself forward to kind of force myself to get an extra rep or 2. That just helps me with growth. My legs are definitely the best part of my physique, I would say. So this is just what I do personally. All right, so in the last set, not so much, but in this one, you can definitely see how I pull myself forward for those last couple reps to get a little extra in the tank. All right, so as you can see, everything is going to absolute failure. This is how I train every single day. So everybody who's trying to grow and get more gains, do as much as you possibly can while you're in here. So train till failure. I have 2 sets, quad extensions, 2 sets of leg hamstring curls, and then abductors. And then I'll go into the locker room and show you guys the leg pump because I haven't shown you my legs in a little while. After that, I have to do abs and cardio. So I'll catch you in just a little bit when the pose down happens. All right, so the pump was absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do have some veins that are starting to come down and sweep through my quads. At night, especially when I flex in the mirror, they show a lot better. But hamstrings have grown a ton since my last bulk. So cutting now, you can definitely see the little striations in the back. I definitely still need to grow them and prioritize RDLs. So just enjoy the rest of the video. All right, time for Maddie and I to do the sus machine. Got to grow those inside of your legs here. All right, cardio's been completed, 45 minutes. Audrey's been on here for probably an hour now, 56 minutes. But she was going at a slower pace. So 600 calories on cardio. I'm gonna head home and I'm gonna have some protein pancakes and I cannot wait. So I'll see you guys when I get home. All right, so another thing that goes hand in hand with training your butt off in the gym is making sure when you get home after the gym, you're eating carbs and protein. So I have 1 cup of Kodiak pancake mix and 2 scoops of protein in here. So that comes out to be about, I think it's about 600 calories, and it's around 70 grams of protein and 80 grams of carbs. So this is perfect for right after the gym. It's not too much. You can still eat it while you're cutting, and I put a ton of water in it so that when I'm cooking it, it comes out to be like, I don't know, 9 to 12 pancakes. Really good.